police brutality is not an isolated incident. It's been going on for a while. So it's definitely one of the things of systematic racism that we have to abolish.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm against that too, and that's been going on for centuries. It's not just started the other day. It's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
going on for a long time. You know, it just seems like nowadays they're a little bold with it though. Like they've been bold with it, but now it's like doesn't even really matter. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I said this the other day, right? And someone went back and forth with me about it. They saying because I have a lot of white friends. And when I say white, see the ones that doesn't like is the slave masters. Because you have good white people and bad white people. You have good black and bad black, right?
Yeah.
So the slave mentality.
When people say that, I think it's different levels to it. So you
Yeah.
say we have good black and good white, and then you say we have good white and good black. I think that that's one of those things that we all say to make everybody feel comfortable around the topic, because when you look at the levels to it, the levels that white people have committed throughout history shows that their good and bad is on a different level. So
Yeah.
it's not comparable to good black and bad black. You know what I'm saying? We don't.
No,
We
no.
may have internal issues, but they have a history that leads up to today of just messing with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I
So
agree.
it's different levels to it.
I agree with you
And I
on that.
think that we have to, when we say something negative about what the white culture is doing systematically to the world, we think we have to include what black people are doing just to make the conversation more comfortable. But I don't believe that that's necessary. I think those are two different topics.
Well, when I say you have good and bad, well, I'm talking about current white.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they
Like,
currently
like the young generation, you know, and I don't think every white is racist. I really don't. This is my belief system.
There's nothing in the world that's going to be 100%.
Exactly.
But what we're saying is that this is a big issue, so it's big enough.
It is.
So we know that there's exceptions to everything. That goes without saying. With anything, there's exceptions. So yes, that is true. But we're saying that overall, this is a big issue, and there is a large amount, whether they're vocal or whether they're doing it behind the scenes. And what makes it even worse is that they are all in big positions of power as well, in all type of structures in this country. So that's why that issue should stay focused on the spotlight of it. And when how we run our movement, we do it unapologetic. So we don't say anything to pacify white people. If white people want to be allies with us and they show up to our actions, our allies know you are to be in the back. You're supportive. You are not to be speaking for us. We're speaking for ourselves. And no matter what you do, you may donate your time, money. We're not going to stop and praise you and say, these are the good white people. You know what I mean? No, we came here to say a message, and the message needs to stick to the systematic racism needs to be abolished. Period. We
Yeah.
don't have to stop and satisfy the white people that are supporting us. If they're going to support, they're going to do it silently and just do the work. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like I don't know if you ever watched the Malcolm X movie when the white lady came up and said, "What can I do, to help?" And
To
he
help,
said, "You
yeah.
can't do nothing." Like he kept it raw because
Yeah.
he know if you be, you all inclusive in something like this, you get infiltrated. So yes, you can help, you can be an ally, but you also as a white person need to realize there's a big issue amongst your own culture, and that can't be pacified or watered down.
Okay. All right. So, being that you brought that up, let me say this. You believe in the Black Lives Matter movement, right?
I think that is a term for people that's not really a part of the movement for black liberation. So
Okay.
that's like a commercialized name and a commercialized organization. So real organizers, real warriors that have their boots on the ground that do this 24/7, 365, not just when a new video comes out and it's on the news. No, we don't go under Black Lives Matter. That's a generic name. So, you know what I mean? Even before that name was out, We fight for black liberations. Our organization names are The Legacy, Aragon and Left Behind, Why Accountability, Shut It Down, 100 Sisters. These are warriors that are not paid off by any politicians. The funds that we run our programs with come straight from black economics donations. So we don't owe our message to any political agenda. People that go under that Black Lives Matter, for the most part of it, they are getting funds from people that are not on the same page. So
Gotcha.
they have a certain obligation of what they won't say.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what we real activists
And that's
think
a
about
real
that.
good answer you gave me, because most people ask that question, the answer be different, right? And I used to counter that with this. Okay, how can we expect, right, the other side to accept Black Lives Matter, right?
I know
But
where
when
you're
you
going
go
with
to
that.
the hood,
That's not an excuse for that, because here's why. When you go to white people neighborhoods, they have violence as well, maybe
yeah,
even more. But that does not open up the door for them to receive police brutality. So that type of conversation that you try to have, that's an internal conversation that you need to have in the black community. And you
exactly.
should only be having that conversation if you're in the black community doing work. Now, that is no reason for paid officials to be able to commit police brutality when white people commit more gruesome crimes than that and they don't experience it.
Yeah,
So people that think that are brainwashed into thinking that they don't deserve anything, that they don't deserve the bare respect and the bare minimum. I don't care what crime you commit. You're supposed to be arrested, tried by a jury, not by the police.
agree
And
100%.
half of the time it doesn't even be true. They arrest people for stuff sometimes it's not true. Like look at Khalif Brower. He was in there for a book bag he didn't steal. He ended up being in there for years and experience police brutality in there. So no, I don't believe that if we carried ourselves different, we wouldn't experience police brutality. They carry themselves worse at times and they don't experience it.
No, no, no.
And then we didn't always conduct ourselves this way. So when you have that conversation internally, you're opening up a big solution, because we know that even black on black crime stems from white supremacy because our communities are defunded. So when they defund the communities and have less opportunities, when you have a functional community, there's certain things that take a part in that, and they know that you need certain elements. So when you defund the community and make it non-functional, you know what the results are. So all of this is by design. So people that fight behind that issue, they go and fight for bigger budgets. Like summer youth during the summer, why is the budget so small? What do you expect those youth to do? Are you like trying to put them into a trap to have their back against the wall? So that's a bigger conversation that should be discussed on two different planes, not the same. Because when you bring that up in the light of police brutality, you take it away from the murdering police
The
that
issue,
need to go to jail.
I got you.
That should be our conversation on a regular day.
Yeah, on a regular day. No, that's where I'm at with it. The conversation on
Yeah.
a regular day. When I'm in the hood and I'm talking and
But you can't tell people because you carry yourself disrespectful, the police should have the right to kill you. That is the wrong concept.
No,
and
no,
the
no, no,
wrong
no, no.
idea.
No. Trust me. Hear me out.
And there has been times where we've been stood tall. We done stood up tall and had black economics, and they still was disrespectful. So it doesn't matter how you carry yourself. They have an issue.
Yes,
They
but
have an issue.
but we also has an issue too.
Yes, we do.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Here's what I'm saying. Even when this wasn't our issue, they still had that issue. So don't think that anything that we're doing is the reason that they're behaving themselves that way.
No. They're behaving themselves because that's just the nature of them. From slavery days until now, that's what they've been doing.
Prior to
I
slavery,
I
yes.
get that. What I'm saying is, we should stop waiting for them
Yes,
to
we should.
okay some things for us.
Yes, we should.
Right?
But I also like to bring this to people's attention because I don't like to lead people into a blind burning building like Martin Luther King said he
Yeah.
did. When you do all of that,
Uh-huh.
you think it's going to be fine and dandy.
No.
It's going to be an all-out war. Every time we rise, there is going to be an attack.
So because of
so
that,
know that. I'm not saying
Yeah,
don't
but
do
that-
it.
so
know that.
So how can they? How does they have a bigger? How should I say? does they stand together more than we do? Which I think so. And the reason why I'm saying this is because unity is strength. Number one.
Yeah.
Unity is strength. And one of our and we cannot be in denial. Oh, yes, a lot of stuff stems off of slavery and the way it was treated growing up on this, brainwashing.
Nobody's in denial. But what I'm saying is the message that you're teaching. Know that you are what you're saying. You think you're saying something that is just okay and fine and dandy, but what you're saying is actually dangerous. Is you actually, when you do that, you're making yourself a bigger target. If we do achieve that,
Yeah,
listen,
what we supposed
like
to do
Black
then?
Wall Street, Harlem Renaissance. When we do greatness. You are going to be attacked. So I'm not saying don't do it.
So
I support that.
Let that be them, because the white people,
Well, let it be. I'm just saying, put it out there.
Yeah, they stand up, right, and they're ready to be attacked, and we got to be the same way.
They have not been threatened that much with an attack.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's the problem
and
as well.
Why? If
they were attacked, then they would be moving differently. Because when you kill our son, but then when
we
your
return the
son
favor,
get killed, now you thinking if I do this, now mine might get. Then yes, that would be a different ball.
I'm not saying we should go out there and kill, but the conversation we having right now is a very important conversation, right? And I don't want to seem as if I'm sticking up for the white people, right? I'm sticking up for good and trying to bash bad, regardless, right? Right? Now, you can't fight fire with fire. Somebody has to be the water to help the fire, if you understand what I mean by that.
But it don't have to be you. And that's been going on for too long. So at some point, you come to a conclusion of if nothing else worked, then maybe that is it. So to each his own.
I think we should get more unified. We should give that a good shot. Until we do that.
That's another thing that people say that's cliche. Mm-hmm. The 1% is ruling the world. 1% is ruling the 99%. So you believe that unity is what is needed to win. I like unity, but I'm not under the assumption that that is what you need when we are being ruled by the smallest
So what do we
amount.
need then?
We need strategy, and we also need some dignity where stop bending, stop folding. You know what I mean? Like stand up, stop being afraid. We have to at least complete this this course where we're afraid to be unapologetically vocally, like like in our language. You speak it first into existence, and then we'll start walking that way. We have to be unapologetic. That's the only way. And I feel that in every time, every era, every decade that the fight comes, there's always something apologetic about it. You know what I mean? We have had unapologetic moments. I just feel that we were easily discouraged when their strategy was better. We had that whole thing of having leaders, Malcolm X or Martin Luther King or the Black Panther Party, and they sat back and were strategic about that. Oh, okay, let them have their leaders. Let them follow somebody. So now whatever we do to that leader, we ultimately do to the movement. Okay, this is getting too crazy. Let me assassinate that leader. Now you killed the movement, and another one has to start again in 10 years. See what I mean?
Yeah. How do you think for so long the 1% you just said, right?
Yeah.
Ruling the 99%, right? How you think they're able to do that so long?
Manipulation, strategy, very intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much, you think it sounds simple, but that's pretty much what it was. Strategy and manipulation.
So if we don't pull together and start doing some of the things they have done, right? And like come up with our own TV network, stop working for them. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because black people is also wealthy, not only white.
Yes.
So where are the wealthy?
There you go. Now, once you make over a certain amount, you're in a different ball game. You guys sit down and talk now. You know what I mean? Because money is power. So you're not really going to be allowed into unless you sitting down. There's like a small amount of families that run every industry. So every time you go into an industry, you are underneath these families. Like, like when you see like fashion, how the same
So that can
brands
never be
is.
changed.
I believe that for a long time we've been trying to change a system that they created, and no matter where you turn, it is their creation. So they have some type of loophole to keep you stagnant and to never. It's like a rigged video game. Somebody created that video game and you're in it. So you keep trying to fight something that people made. I think the focus needs to be more on creating something original, which
Okay,
is
so
not
so
the
we're
easiest
talking
task.
about America, right?
Yes, we in the belly of the beast. So how do
Okay,
you
so
fight from the inside out?
let me explain to you. So let's speak to my people, black people, right? Now we talking about America. You know how many countries there is?
Yeah, that's
Do you
another
know
thing.
we
Yes.
have our own country?
No, I did see that. I seen a message that I really liked this year from it was some queen in Africa, and she was like, and that was the first time I seen Africa make a united statement with us, and even like a big connection that we were the same or are the same people.
Yeah, because it
I
wasn't like that for a while because
Yes, I like that.
they stayed away from
Now that
Black American
I
because they
think
know
with that will be on to something.
that's what I'm saying. We're so focused on America.
Yeah. But the whole thing is this too. We focus on America because I like the message she said that we can come over there and relocate. Now, America does this in America, but America also goes abroad and does this to other countries. They go in there and they rape. So right now, Africa is even being raped. Still.
I get that. I understand
so
that.
now, like I said, every time we do something, we think it's, we fighting, we building up. It's always something, So yesterday, if that was the new movement, we still have to be prepared. That ain't gonna go down that easy.
You know what? You know
so
what?
I don't not push it. I say let's do that, but let's know.
Yeah, you can't be
coming
afraid.
behind that.
Yeah, okay, son.
That's not being afraid. That's strategizing.
Yeah, that's
like you
strategizing.
said,
Well,
why
let
do they
me-
keep winning? They have strategy. So I'm
Yes.
saying
So we're
that
gonna
needs
sit.
to come with a
So
strategy.
we're gonna sit, and because we know they got strategy, right? And we know that they're a little stronger. I would say I'm gonna use that word for now, right? So we're just gonna sit there and keep it like that because of them.
No, you shouldn't.
Okay, so what are we gonna do? We have to do something.
Yes.
You understand what I'm trying to say? We cannot continue like this.
No, that is correct.
You follow what I'm trying to say? So this is why I'm gonna go back to unity.
Yeah. I know what you're saying, on at least some level where it's a unconscious understanding. Now, I don't know how much you've been paying attention, but I have seen a heighten in that. Like with everybody just being on the same page. Like I'm used to, because from a young age I had this information where a lot of people seem like they had to grow to it. Like my mom brought us up in the Nation of Islam, so we was always privy to militant black knowledge itself, knowing what's going on. And then when you go amongst the world and then people don't know. So I'm saying at this point in life, when I actually just in public, people's on the same page. Like they got the lounge down there. It's called the Melanin Lounge in Pennsylvania. Like, that's dope. So I do see a growth in mental unity. And I do think that is getting better.
Yeah, we got to do something different because we can't sit here and because we know the stove is light. And if you're gonna put your hands, it's gonna burn you, but the stove gonna stay light. We're not gonna try to go over there and turn the stove off or turn it down.
Do their
we
part,
gotta do something.
Yeah, everybody do their part. That's like what I get up and do. I do programs. That's how I form my unity. Let's celebrate Kwanzaa. Let's get the youth together. Teach them something about Black pride or something like that. So yes, if we were to decide to do a move like what that sister said to Africa, at least we have some people.
I think that is our only way.
I just hope they prepared.
Yes, but see, and the 1% that's controlling the narrative, right?
Because they own banks of these other countries.
Yeah, and they own a army too.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
You know what would happen if you have police brutality and Chinese in the United States?
Exactly. Yeah.
They will get a call from China.
Here's something that people, I think if we all knew, it would be different. They can't kill all of us.
No, they can't. But
They
what
can't.
I'm saying
So
is,
everybody needs to say no. But the thing is, you don't want to be like, so you say no, no, no. Somebody say yes. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, everybody has to be saying no because nobody has time to be the next Malcolm X assassinated. And
yeah,
then we just be like, oh, rest in peace. Nobody has time for
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
Or I always use this example. Nobody has time for, like Martin Luther King did the bus boycott and some people didn't. They still rode the bus. But when the fruits of the labor came, the people that didn't participate in the boycott still received the reward. You know what I mean? Like, nobody has time for that, to be a martyr for others. You know, everybody got to be on the same page if you're going to reap the benefits, you know? So, I
yeah.
mean,
You see
that,
that the other day, I just wanted to bring that up. So you know what I mean, because right now, you know, we are talking about music, and you
yeah, yeah.
are up and coming artists, but there's a lot of other stuff that's in as
Yeah,
important
yeah.
as the music. So and that plays
And
a part, and that
that's
plays a
that's
major,
music too.
yeah, that plays a major part as an artist. So you have to know these things, and you have to be able to speak to your fans. And I'm pretty sure
They
at least
said the
one.
phone number doesn't work. We was actually gonna have Eric Garner's daughter call in, 6-year-old Legacy
Yeah,
Garner.
it's 484. I mean, 848-480-6371.
Yeah, give that a try and let me know if it's not
Yeah, yeah.
working.
It was somebody was calling.
Oh, somebody was calling. Oh, we ain't pick up. All right,
No, we
call
didn't
back.
pick
Yeah,
up.
call
Call back.
back.
Yeah, call
Yeah,
back.
definitely. So, you know, like I would, if you feel like that's a good move to make, that's what I'm saying. Everybody do their part. If it moved you that much, then you should start with yourself and not procrastinate and say, all right, we're gonna
Yeah,
do
the phone
this.
number
You
do
know,
work.
yeah, you know what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
Like, not procrastinate. Like, if it moved you that much, like, get something going and have like some of us join on with you.
Yeah, because even like TV network and stuff like that,
Yeah.
those are big outlets, right?
Hmm.
And all these multi-millionaire, billionaire, I would say black and stuff come up with our
We
own
pose
TV
these
net.
questions all the time. Yes.
Yeah, so where are they at though?
But that's what I'm trying to say. We're trying to fight our way out of the belly of the beast. So they understand that when you do something very empowering that will threaten their structure, because if we are not under manipulation, then why would we need them? Most of these record companies are owned by Jews, not black people.
Yep.
So if we owned our own record companies, that would make them obsolete. Nobody wants that. So when you threaten a industry, you become a threat. What is that, like Tupac? You know, a lot of people don't want to face that, so they do the bare minimum that will not be as life threatening. You know,
Yeah.
you can't really think that all of these rich people we had come out of our communities, that we don't have like grocery stores, or some stores that we actually need in our community that are black owned, that will hire black,
Yeah.
keep black economics going. I know they thought of that, but it's too uplifting for them to be able to do.
You're very intelligent. I'm paying attention, and I want you to continue being the person you are. Don't ever let nobody change that.
Oh yeah, that's
You know what I mean? Continue with teaching our young black kids that's coming up, because a lot of us are lost, don't really understand what's going on, because from it starts from home.
oh yeah,
If the
definitely.
parent, and when you go to these schools and these white people
They're
schools,
not gonna
they're
teach
not
it.
teaching you what you're supposed to learn. I
Yes.
mean, you could maths and English,
Yeah,
learn to
yeah.
read and write. We get
Which
that.
is why we have a youth chapter too. We have like a group of children that throughout their life we have programs for them, and we have things for them, at like we have give backs throughout the year where we enable them with tools that they need, like in July when we did the annual memorial for Eric Garner. We did we congratulated the 2020 grads, as well as other youth that may not have been at a graduating age, but they've been in the movement for a while. So we gave them like laptops, gift cards, and stuff like that, but all under saying, this is from your community, this is from
It's
your
crazy saying
village.
that, because we run a food pantry. We
Nice.
give away food. We shout out to Pastor Gary. You know what I mean? Pastor Gary is the head of the food pantry, and he give us food every week. to hungry people, and there's a truckload of clothes.
Is it out here or?
Well, out here and out there. So it's a truckload of clothes that came in. So I called some people that I know in the city of Patterson, and we're gonna drop off like a whole truckload of clothes to feed, for the community kids and stuff like that. So even food, I've sent a lot of food to Patterson, New Jersey, and yeah, I grew up in Patterson. That's
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, do it where you from,
you know what I
yeah.
mean, and that's basically I say that's my hood, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know how we talk, right?
Yeah.
So
definitely.
that's my home. So I like to make sure. You said dance home before you go out on the street and dance.
Yeah.
So you have to take care of your home because you go back
Definitely.
and you can see you grew up there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I remember when I was younger, back in the days, right? And I was in Jamaica, right? And we used to walk barefoot to school. We couldn't afford shoes. So I appreciate everything that comes my way as a blessing. I really do, because a lot of people take advantage of things, and I'll be looking at me like, wow, I wish they knew what like a person like me and other people had to go through.
Yeah, that's the type of thing. That's the type of conditions that make diamonds.
Yeah, so it's that's for another day. Another day. We got to get out of here, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
We got to get out of here. We went over time, but we went over time because of the topic.
Yeah.
And, and when we get on topics like that, that's a message to our kids growing up. We gotta let it go. You know what I mean? Let it fly.
I didn't send you any of my revolutionary music. So that's what I was saying. Like when you were saying, we talked about the music. Now no, that's all the same thing. So I have a record. It's called Killer Cops. I have the original Killer Cops, and I have the remix, which is on every app as well. We also have a song. Damn, we gotta be clean on here. So, but yeah, just type in Queen Blizzy. So
Blizzy.
you're gonna get a full package when you get Queen Blizzy.
This you, right?
Yeah, that's the joint you played earlier, styling on them.
Yeah, so that's what they was asking for.
We're gonna go out on that one.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for rocking. Thanks for tuning in. Queen Blizzy.
It's the boy DJ C Cat. Catch us live. We live 24/7. If you're up and coming artists out there, new artists trying to get some notary showcase, send us your music. whrplay@gmail.com. The phone line do work. 848-480-6371. Keep logging to the website. You know what I mean? I'm going to put these two songs into regular rotation, right?
Thanks.
And let them rock up for the rest of this month. So, you know what I mean? I'm actually going to do that before we leave the studio. All right?
Okay,
we live
nice.
24/7.
Okay,
All right?
That's what's up.
So, we out of here.
All right, please.
Catch me in designer fits, custom made, who designing that? You should wonder. Shouts to a Shay Avion. We was hype when we seen that on VH1.